guys, welcome to the video. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. If you're returning, thank you for coming. Good to see you, fam. This is video 3 in the Art of Tarot series, the Major Arcana. We're going to be looking at the Fool today. Let's get started. Within the universe, there is a divine or a source or God or whatever you would like to, whatever you refer to. It dwells within this universe. Everything, even the universe itself, came from this divine source. We all came from this point. This divine source sent you here to live and love and learn. In tarot, you begin that journey as the 0 or the Fool card, or the unnumbered card, however you would like to refer to it. It is also referred to as the Seeker. Today, we will look at a few aspects of this Fool card. As I said, it's unnumbered. It's the number 0, the Fool, or the Seeker. So basically, now that we're to this card, we are on the Fool's journey, or the journey of enlightenment. That's a personal preference. The Fool or the Seeker sets out on this journey of life. It's a journey of self-discovery, a journey of trust, a journey of faith, spiritual lessons, and life lessons. The Seeker or the Fool must learn to trust the universe. It must learn to trust the source that has created and placed it here. You'll learn things about yourself or the person that you're reading for. They will learn things about themselves. They will learn how to trust their decisions, trust their connection to source. They'll have faith that the universe won't drop them or just leave them. They will learn spiritual lessons about humbleness, forgiveness, get in touch with their higher selves, learn who they really are. They'll learn life lessons, how to treat people, and how to navigate this complex scenario that we call life, basically. There are a lot of really nice there's a lot of really nice decks out there, but I, have tried to put good art in this series, and I just didn't realize there were this many cards out there that were this different and detailed, but there are. And like I said back in the origins, these were tiny paintings, hand paintings on cards. Of course, there's way more now with the invention of the printing press, but it's just amazing at the cards that are out there. And again, what deck of cards that you choose depends on whether you buy them for yourself or someone gives them to you. If someone gives them to you, they're going to pick the ones that they were led to pick for you. May not be the ones you would have picked for yourself. If you pick your own cards, you're gonna go to things that you like. Personally, I really like Celtic Dragon cards or Celtic cards. So the person who gave me my card knew that, and I have Celtic Dragons. That's what I use. But the Fool card, it represents when you pull it in the upright position, or just basically in general, new beginnings and innocence, spontaneity. It's a very spontaneous card because he just sets out not knowing where he's going or where he's going to end up. But when he does complete his journey, he will end up at the World card. The Fool card is a free spirit. And all these things are going to come up in the upright position. Of course, clarifying these things will be the cards that you pull around this card. If you pull this card way later in the journey, then it's still going to mean the same things, just in a different context. Now, if you was to pull the Fool in the reverse position, it means that you're holding back, that you're just not going for it. You're not having the faith that you need to step out in this journey, or whatever area of your life it's referring to. Could mean reckless or careless, and it means a risk taker. But I see that as like a extreme risk taker, or you're taking unnecessary risk, because just to step out on the journey is a risk by itself. Just starting the journey, that's risk taking. So the Fool is a risk taker to some degree, because he's out here on this magical, wonderful journey of life. So we've got the two positions. The cards that you pull around those will clarify and say more about the area of life that you're dealing with. Usually you're just dealing with a lot of decisions and, like I said, risk taking, or the fact that you're just a free spirit. You won't be bound. you're out on your journey. It just usually means that you may be on the right track. He means unlimited potential. He is just unlimited potential related with the Fool, or the Seeker. The Fool sets out on his adventure of life and spirituality, and he must take the first step, which is the commitment. The Fool is called to have an open heart and to follow it, but he must have faith, because this journey is going to be rough at times, sometimes really rough, sometimes slightly rough. And the Fool must trust in the higher power and the universe that they got his back, basically. The Fool must keep an open mind and an open heart, and not allow the trials of this journey to dampen the joy of the adventure itself. He must step out on faith. He must trust that he will not fall. Sometimes he follows, sometimes he leads. He must have no fear. He must overcome his anxiety and enjoy and learn from all these new experiences. He will achieve personal growth, spiritual growth, and will remain in, if he remains steadfast throughout his adventure, he will eventually gain the world. So it's a really well thought out story, especially to have been back when they were painting miniature paintings on cards, for these cards to flow like you're going to see them flow later on in later videos. But right now we're at the beginning. This card is the very first step in a lifelong learning process. And if you get involved in tarot and you find that you enjoy it, and that this may be one of your gifts or your skill set, then you're going to see this progression through the cards. You're going to see these cards like magic in your hands, because they do some amazing things. I've had some amazing readings over the years. They're not meant, well, maybe at times they were meant to predict the future. Like I said, mostly you're going to get guidance. You're going to have options. You're going to get messages. You can get messages from your spirit guides, your angels, from source. These cards are a magical tool. They're very magical, I think. They're very divine kissed. They're touched by the divine. They don't break universal laws. They don't really challenge universal laws, but they teach you the continuity of the universe and how to navigate it. I cannot explain to you. I looked for it. I really couldn't find it. It's out there somewhere, though. Why there are always a dog or cat, but I'm taking it like a familiar and a companion on life's journey. You'll have a familiar and a companion. Um, I didn't. If I would have looked harder, I could have found the exact reason. And if anybody needs to know that, I'll go look it up. But I didn't. At first, I didn't think it was that important. But the more I look at all these cards, it is. It is important. Um, it's not really going to be important to your reading, but it's important to your understanding, I think. So, well, that's all we have, and I am really glad that you came today to watch the full card to see the seeker begin the journey. And we'll be getting, I'm gonna try to move through these fast. That's why I'm keeping the videos kind of short. And we will get on into the meat and taters of it all as soon, as soon as we can. If it's at all possible, come to the Tarot Tuesday brunch break. It's usually between 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes it's different times on Tuesdays. So, hope to see you there. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and namaste.